Hey, how you doing? One of my new Christmas toys for Christmas of 2011. The Bk2 Becker BK2 by K-Bar. It's about 11 inches long. It's got a 5-inch blade, drop point blade, 1/4 inch full tang steel, some type of synthetic stock. There have been a million reviews done on YouTube about these. They chop well. You can drill with them. You can chop. You can use them to split kindling. They make great controlled cuts. But the issue that everyone has with it is that the sheath is kind of crappy. You're getting like a Kydex sheath with a friction lock, and I think they've improved it because a couple of guys had really mentioned that they didn't trust the friction lock. This friction lock is off the hook. You are not getting this out without really trying. The other thing that is interesting, you've got kind of a non-slip thumb grip area here where you can actually pull and get it out, but this will not be slipping out. You'd have to catch a branch and be bushwhacking to maybe loosen it, and then you've got this kind of secondary safety here just to hold it in place. The sheath is lousy because there's no rigidity to this. So what happens is when you're carrying it on your belt and you try to pull it out, what you're getting is a lot of give here. So you're limited to sticking your thumb here, and it's really awkward to do it from the side to get it out. Pain in the ass. So not really an option for me to carry in that position. What I did come up with for a quick mod on it is, and you've got different attachment points. You could put a survival kit on the outside here. You could put some ranger bands on it. You can put some scuba diving rubber bands and do a leg carry if you were using this in the water. But if you add a couple of pieces of paracord here and here, you can carry in this position here on your belt, which I like. You can use your thumb grip here and kind of pull it off. As long as you don't have any other equipment on your belt, you should be okay. So you can add these two, and I like to have options when I'm out there. I usually kind of, depending on the task I'm performing, I really like the option of carrying this on a shoulder harness. So I have a piece of paracord on here, and I've attached it. I've slipped a loop onto the piece of paracord that's here that I would be using on my belt. Actually just slip that through, and what I do is stick my arm through it here, just twist it once, put your other arm through, just flip it over your head, and you're going to a shoulder harness carry. And like I said, the friction lock is fantastic, so you really have to tug to get it out. The other thing, and then you've got this double lock here. Of course, you're going to get some sway in this, so just like on a regular semi-auto pistol that you're carrying, you slip this loop around your belt, get it up into this area here, secure it the way you want. That way you don't have it flopping around. So this is going to be my favorite carry for this in the woods. I'll give you a report back on how it handled itself. I don't think this is going to unsnap and pull out of here and ever be lost. It just the amount of force that's needed to really pull this out is pretty good. The other option is that you've got all this paracord now that you could use in lieu of carrying a survival bracelet, or in conjunction with the survival bracelet. Now you've got extra paracord that you could be using for other things that pop up when you're out there. And you've got lots of options here from some different types of shoulder carries. And if you do want to carry this on your belt and you've looped this through your belt, this can actually go around your thigh now and attach to this portion here, and you'll be able to pull it out without using the thumb grip or in conjunction with it, and probably get it out. So you can go from your waist to your shoulder, to crossways on the front, and all with a couple of pieces of paracord that are going to be able to serve as guy out points, tie ups, lashings for all different other issues that pop up in the woods. whether it be pack needs, shelter needs, any type of equipment needs. So I like the blade. The first thing as soon as you pull it out of the box is it's a big piece of beef. You've got a big piece of steel with a great handle, lots of control, and throw your thumb up on top and make some really controlled cuts when making a fuzz stick. I think it's going to serve itself very well, and from the reviews that I've seen online, guys are chopping with it and such, and this handled itself very well. The only issue is how do you get a cheap mod to this cheap sheath? And I think the Paracord mod is just a cheap fix and very functional and dual purpose. If I did have the skills or the time to make a leather sheath for it, I probably would. But my time's limited, and this is going to serve my purposes very well. Hey, alright, I just want to give you a look at this in the storage mode. The shoulder harness made from Paracord is simply left in its original position on one of the belt loops, wrapped around, and then half hitched on itself, brought through the two front loops, and just like a simple square knot or your favorite knot there on the end. The thigh strap slash shoulder harness, that portion that secures to the belt, that's fed through the top loops here. So you've got all your options right on your knife, and that's in lieu of having a better sheath. Like I said, the sheath is pretty crappy, but with these mods, it's pretty functional. And the blade, I think for the money, for 50 bucks, it's right around $50, is insane. Great blade. They've made a couple of modifications that have made it better than the past few years, and all they've got to do is kind of improve this portion of the sheath here, and they'd be all right. But you'll get a lot of use out of it. Safe trails. Peace.